spokesperson. Let me first begin with Dr. Kagalkar. The Congress has already rubbished this as a useless budget. They've also criticized the fact that you're announcing a Ram temple. DK Shivkumar saying there's no need for any of this. Have you done this purely with the elections in mind?
Thanks so much for having me on the show. It's a democratic country. The Congress is at liberty to sort of grow beards, put flowers on their ears, call anything as useless and rubbish. They feel absolutely free to feel idiotic. There's no GSU on that yet. So that really doesn't give any credence if they were to call it a useless budget. Why I would want to call this a exceedingly relevant and a meaningful budget is because we are looking at a long-term perspective. What do we mean by long-term perspective? Very quickly, the focus or the high focus on capital expenditure makes a budget very, very long-term focused, growth development focused. We have put more than 60,000 crore rupees on the capex out of a total budget size of 3 lakh crore rupees. What does this mean? This means the kind of a focus that the central government is doing. For instance, 10 lakh crore out of a total budget size of 45 lakh crore. Both the center and the state are very clearly focused on long-term development, putting money on the capital expenditure, building up infrastructure and strengthening the cities like Bangalore. 9,500 crore for Bangalore. And if Shivkumar ji wants to call this as rubbish and useless, let him be my guest.
Okay.
We won't care less.
Okay, Nagaraju Yadav, you seem to be in a habit to criticize things for the sake of it. What's your pointed objection to what has been announced in the budget?
It is completely disaster, I'm telling you. Last time when they went to elections in 2018, they had promised 600 promises. They have not able to fulfill not even 50 promises what they promised in the election manifesto. Let it be to aside. Last time 22-23 budget they have announced where they are not even able to implement even 25% of the budget what they announced. What are they talking about implementing the budget? Today I'm telling I'm being the member of Legislative Council. I can talk on every point what they've spoken today. They're talking about quality education today. Have they appointed still the vacancies of 1,41,000 teachers vacancy in the government schools? What have been they doing for past 3.5-4 years time? What is the quality of health care they're giving? They have no control or regulation over the private health centers today, which are looting in Karnataka state. The government is a part of all that. We are talking about Bangalore city. They are giving 9.5 crore rupees are being given. 9,500 crores are being given to Bangalore city. What is the status of Bangalore city today? Same CNN News 18 has shown how many deaths have happened because of potholes today. High Court of Karnataka summoned the BBMP commissioner and BDA commissioner and warned them saying that should the Prime Minister or the President of India should visit Bangalore to repair this road. These are the questions raised by the High Court and Supreme Court of India today. Where have they done that? And also they have said the free bus passes for students. Why they are making it only for girl children? Why can't they give it to the boy children? Students are students. Why are they dividing that? And when Congress was there, we wanted to build a Rajiv Gandhi University in Ramnagara. Instead of building Rajiv Gandhi University there, Health Sciences University there, they want to build Ram Mandir. Ram Mandir was built by Kengal Hanumanthaya, who was a congressman, who was a former chief minister. What are they talking about Ram Mandir? Even in Siddharamaya's constituency, Siddharamaya himself has built a Ram Mandir. What are they talking about? Why
so if you built it, then what is the problem with the BJP also building it? I thought that you were opposed to it because you don't believe it is required, as DK Shivkumar said. But if you yourself done it, why can't the BJP do it?
I'm telling you, they are fooling the people of Karnataka today. They are not doing anything. I'm asking you, who's responsible for 25 deaths happened in Bangalore city just because of potholes today? Are they answering about it? What happened to the 8,000 crore rupees budget was announced last year for Bangalore city development? Have they done it?
Yeah, I want to ask that question to Dr. Sameer. Bengaluru is a rich city. But we've seen being rich alone doesn't give you results. You need to have some vision. You need to have some will to take the city out of the infrastructural mess that it is in.
You had sanctioned 17,000 crores in government of India. What have they done to
Okay, let him respond now. Let Dr. Sameer respond now. Money alone is not the issue. The money was never the issue. The issue is what are you going to do with that money? Dr. Sameer.
Okay. So now when it comes to the point in terms of what we have been doing in the last 3 years, plus Mr. Yadav asked me, he should, before he forgets, lest he forget, remember that we went through let him not forget that we went through 2 tough years of pandemic, and notwithstanding that, today Karnataka stands as one of the topmost states in country in terms of GST collection. We have crossed 10,000 crores in December, being the second largest in the country. Our economy didn't go down in as much as the national economy went, even during the peak of pandemic. When it comes to today's economic size, we are talking of becoming a $1 trillion economy. That is the vision. We are talking of strengthening Bangalore and going beyond Bangalore. That's our vision. We are talking of putting focus on agriculture in terms of millets, which is going to give you not only nutritional support, but also a diversified source of income for the farmers, given the fact that millets happens to be nationally as well as internationally the in thing. At this
No, I
point
want
in
to
time.
come in. Once
And he
again,
has
once
a
again.
question. He has a
Nagaraju
question.
Yadav, please hold on.
Why
I
are
want to
you
come in.
giving- No. I'm answering one question.
Yeah.
Why are you giving it only to girl child?
Yeah.
Absolutely rightly said. You need to understand which is the area that we are lagging in, which is where the society is not supporting.
Why
If the
are you
girl
giving
children
it?
are
Let the
not
students
being
be a
sent
student.
to
Why
a
are you
variety
giving
of
it to
reasons,
boys and girls?
allow
Please
allow
give it to
me.
everybody. That is my
allow-
demand. Send in the public
Don't
transport.
shout, allow me to
I'll not
complete.
agree. You're talking about farmers
Don't
today.
shout, allow
I'm
me
telling
to
you,
complete.
Turdal farmers who are going in
Don't
Kalyan
shout, allow
Karnataka,
me to
61
complete.
farmers have committed suicide. Do you have an answer for that?
Okay,
20 people
Mr.
died in a portal.
Mr.
Allow me to
Yadav,
complete.
allow him to speak. Allow him to speak. Yes, very quickly, please finish on the girl bus passes thing. Very
Exactly
quickly.
the point. So the point is, there is a situation where you need to support the people who are perceived to be socially backwards for a wide variety of reasons. For instance, not having toilets in schools made a lot of girls drop out of high school probably. Our government ensured that all the schools will have functional toilets for girls separately. Likewise, this is an effort from our side.
Okay, one second. I want to come in. Mr. Yadav, you mustn't interrupt him like that. He gave you uninterrupted time. Please allow this. But Dr. Samir, I want to ask you, what is the need for the Ram temple in Ramnagara? Why have you decided to build this?
It is not just a matter of Ram temple in Ramnagara. If you look at it, we are looking at Anjanadri in Hampi as well. The point is very clear. At some point in time, development is multi-pronged. It's a holistic development. It's not sufficient if you have enough and more money in your bank account, enough and more consumerist attitude, enough and more malls, but we also need to realize who we are. There's something called your cultural aspects, your cultural moorings, who we are as a people, who we are as a country. And some of the symbols of this particular who we are stands in terms of our history, our culture, of which Anjanadri is one, Ram temple is one. We have Udupi Krishna, we have got Kudala Sangama, and we will not let go of them just because Congress has an issue with it. And DK Shivkumar, in case Mr. Yadav didn't know, built up a huge, big Christ statue in his Kanakapura. What was the need for it? If there is a need for why is there not a need for a Ram temple in Ramnagara? You can't have multiple standards. You cannot have multiple standards, period.
Remember,
Okay, Mr. Yadav.
We are not opposing Christian church. We are not opposing a masjid. Remember that. First is the development for Congress. Congress wants a welfare state to be created, not a communal state like what you are trying to do it.
Growing beard doesn't give you intelligence. Please convey this message.
I would like to say one thing, madam.
What is the problem?
Hello?
Why is Mr. DK Shivkumar saying that there is no need for the temple? This is sounding like the same trope that the Congress has been on. You said that the Congress party said this for the Ram temple even in Ayodhya. You didn't find a need for the Ram temple in Ayodhya also?
No. I would like to tell you, in the matter of Ram Mandir, we were saying that we will go by the court judgment and we follow the court judgment, we'll accept the court judgment.
Okay, what's the problem here?
It is not the Ram Mandir built by BJP, it is a court order and we have accepted, whole country is accepted. There ends the problem. They can't take the credit for that.
Okay,
now,
what's the problem here?
Ramnagara comes in, Ramnagara needs a development today. We were talking about a development. We are not against any Mandir there. We are asking that the Ram Mandir or Ram Nagara was named long ago, not because these people are back in power. What I am asking
So
is
if
very
they're
much
doing
here
this
is
now,
that
what is the
why are they
problem?
not concentrating on public transport? What have they given to the public transport of Bangalore
Okay.
city? Why are
Okay.
they not easing the traffic problem of Bangalore city?
Okay,
Why are they
I have
not